This Great Day St. Louis kitchen segment is brought to you by More for Less Remodeling. Get more for less.
All of a sudden, it smells awesome over here. Here on Great Day St. Louis, we love to feature a variety of things that make St. Louis awesome. One of those, of course, is food. And there's a brand new spot that you need to check out called Robin Restaurant. It's in Maplewood, and the man behind it is Chef Alec Shingle, who just so happens to be in our kitchen, sponsored by More for Less Remodeling. Alec, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. So tell me the origin story of Robin Restaurant. How did this come to be?
It's been a long time coming. It's been about 15 years in the makings, but primarily the last 2.5 years after doing pop-ups and kind of private dinners, building towards asking the question, what does Midwestern cuisine really mean? So that's what we're trying to explore.
What does Midwestern cuisine really mean? Because I've lived here my entire life. I'm not even sure I know the answer.
You know, again, we've had more questions, we have answers. And the idea is it's more than just my biography. It's going to eventually become hopefully a communal thing of the people that come to work for us and come to contribute their stories too. But for now, it's me thinking through dishes and things from me growing up and dishes from my grandparents, old church potluck things that hopefully we can kind of chef up and find a new kind of sense of pride in.
So is that the kind of thing that that goers would find on the menu? Sort of these traditional sorts of things?
That's exactly right. And we've got a couple examples of dishes that I'm particularly proud of here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Can you tell me what you brought and then what I know you're going to
Absolutely. So yeah, on our first course here, we have what we call our winter salad. So it's basically built around a lot of winter vegetables right now. So you got celery root, some celery, Belgian endive, some green apple. But it's kind of our take on, when I grew up, we always had one of those kind of big bowl salads full of like apples and grapes and always Cool Whip and mayonnaise and usually walnuts or various kind of nuts and things. That kind of ambrosia style salad.
Right.
And we basically replaced that kind of creamy dressing with a celery root puree on the bottom and then dressed it a lot more crisp and fresh. So as you kind of build it up, it makes a really great, delicious, kind of crunchy, crisp salad. That's simple, a bit reminiscent of those same ideas.
Yeah, I love that. And what do we have up here?
So that's our take on gooey butter cakes. That's a little freebie we send at the very end. We are pretty proud of it, actually. We've been doing it pretty much for every single dinner we've ever done. We make sure to do it really old school, really traditional way. So no cream cheese anywhere on the topping. It's the original 100-year-old kind of accidental over-creamed sugar, over-creamed butter. The only thing that's a little unusual in ours is we do a sourdough cake on the base, and then we do kind of brulee the top a little bit just to kind of add a third texture there.
Gotcha.
And it kind of ends a little bit of that like overpowering sweetness by having the powdered sugar. Instead, we kind of caramelize it, so it's a little more fun.
Love it. Now, I'm going to get this wrong because I didn't ask ahead of time, but it smells like a very rich Alfredo.
Well,
is that what am I anywhere close?
You're not far. I mean, there's a lot of really rich cream, a lot of onions in here, but in actuality, this is basically our take on like a mushroom cream or cream of mushroom.
Oh my gosh.
And this is a dish that we call hot dish. Hot dish is the name of casseroles in the upper Midwest, which is where some of my mom's family is from.
Bring a hot dish.
Exactly, exactly.
Bring a hot dish.
And so what we do is we make a really delicious shiitake cream sauce with a lot of onions, really strongly roasted shiitake mushrooms, some good dairy. We fold in a little bit of the oyster mushrooms, and then the unusual bit that we have that we are pretty psyched about is normally it's just gonna get folded up together with either potatoes or tater tots or something like that.
Yeah.
One thing that's unusual in Midwest and like Wisconsin areas is wild rice is one of the more prominent things. So we actually puff it in a really high temperature oil, about 420 degrees.
Wow.
And it puffs up like Rice Krispies.
Yeah.
And we'll top it just like this.
Oh, cool.
To make a really cool dish that to me, like, actually is one of our more popular dishes. It works and reads really well, like a beautiful fine dining dish with great, awesome ingredients. But it's totally it's hot dish. It's nothing your grandma wouldn't have actually recognized as well. So that's one of our middle courses.
Look at that. I'm just gonna save this and get a straw.
Absolutely.
Where can people find you? What hours are you? How long have you been open?
We're heading into our second full week. We opened last Thursday. Last week was our first full week open. Lots of great support. Very busy. We are located at 7268 Manchester Road, so we're right in the downtown historic area of Manchester.
Right on the main drag.
With great neighbors, great people all around us, lots of awesome support as we've kind of built out the space. We're open Tuesday through Saturday at 5 p.m. for dinner every night.
5 p.m. to 10-ish?
Yeah, 10-ish,
5
exactly.
p.m. until they run out of puffed rice.
That's pretty much it.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you very much for having me.
Less than 2 weeks in, and he's making time to come over for us. We appreciate it. Again, Robin Restaurant, located in Maplewood, right there on Manchester, Tuesday through Saturday from 5 until about 10. You can get more information on their website, which we've got up on your screen right now. Laura and Kent, all three of us love Maplewood. We always have. And one of the things I love about that community is they really support new local businesses, new local restaurants that come in. And Alex says they've been real busy. So,
I love his take on some of that.
I know, isn't that fun?
The cream of mushroom,
I
the
want to
gooey
try.
butter. Yeah,
Can
I'm
you
gonna
save us
try
some?
one of those. Yeah. All right.